Well, good evening. My name is Ron Juckett. We'll get to the open and the ad and all that in a second. But I wanted to acknowledge before we started, it's been a tough day here in New England if you're a baseball fan. Bill Buckner, first baseman extraordinaire for the Chicago Cubs, Los Angeles Dodgers, and of course, as most of you know, the Boston Red Sox died today of dementia at the age of 69. We mourn his passing, and those of us of a certain age remember Butler not just as someone who was on the rotten end of a bad play, but for someone who was a major integral part of an American League Championship team in 1986 for the Boston Red Sox, and of course an incredible player for both the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hit the tar out of the baseball and deserves to be remembered for his entire career and not what happened one night in New York. Dementia is just a terrible thing, and Lewy body dementia is not as well known as Alzheimer's, but still, it goes faster and devastates you quicker. And so we're thinking of Bill Buckner tonight. Also, this is Memorial Day, and although my family has been blessed enough not to lose anybody in recent times for the ultimate sacrifice to our country, we know that some of you have had relatives and loved ones who have paid the ultimate sacrifice to the United States. So on this Memorial Day, we are thinking of you and all the families who have lost loved ones along the line of duty. They gave us their ultimate sacrifice so we could enjoy ourselves. And on that note, let's play some baseball, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents a special holiday edition of that 70s tournament. Tonight, from New York, it's the 1972 Oakland Athletics and the 1977 New York Yankees, presented exclusively by Sports Simulations and Replays on Facebook, the best group on Facebook to discuss your sports project, whether it is tabletop, console, or PC. Join the 963 members of Sports Simulations and Replays who share their passions for sports every day on Facebook. Well, a special holiday edition because someone is going to go off to Hawaii tomorrow. And so we certainly wanted him to see the Reggie Jackson Bowl. It was almost the Reggie Jackson Catfish Hunter Bowl. But Ron Guidry is the starting pitcher tonight for the Yankees. A beautiful night in the Bronx. It's not burning tonight, buddies. 63 degrees. Winds blowing out to right field at 14. And yes, Reggie Jackson is playing right field for the Yankees. And he's playing center field for the Oakland Athletics, because we don't discriminate against things like that. So this should be a fun one. The winner gets a trip to Baltimore in a few weeks to play the 70 Baltimore Orioles in the American League Final, or championship game, as you will. So it's going to be Catfish Hunter and Ron Guidry on a beautiful night in New York. Let's get to it. And as I lose the mouse, no, I didn't want that open. I wanted that to open. We say hi to Dave Little, our Red Sox fan. Our Red Sox fan did the beautiful tribute game to Bill Buckner. Little dirt on the arm as there. Beautiful between the 74 Dodgers and the 93 Giants. Thank you, Al. Aloha, Dave, to you, leaving for there. Al, you'll have to tell me over the point of the game why you chose that particular team and not, one of the. No, the Cubs teams weren't very good. Why you chose that particular Buckner team. All right, so here we go. This is the other American League semifinal. Baltimore dispatched Boston a couple weeks ago. And so it's Oakland and the Yankees, 14-mile-an-hour winds to right field, 63 degrees and clear. Ron Guidry on the mound. He pitched as a reliever in 1977. It's true. He went 16-7 and had 5 relief appearances, including 1 save with a 2.82 ERA, 210 innings, .2, 174 hits, 12 homers, 65 walks, 176 strikeouts. Louisiana Lightning. You know what would happen in 78, but he was pretty gosh darn diddly good in 77 as well. The lineup that Oakland will put out there. Bert Campaneris, he's promised not to throw a bat at Laren LeGros tonight. Oh, LeGros not on the Yankees. Joe Rudy will bat second and play left field for Oakland. Reggie Jackson was the center fielder for the A's in 72, and if you remember, if you're Dave Little's age, you remember that Jackson pulled a hamstring in Game 5 of the ALCS and did not play in the World Series. Played tonight in center field. Mike Epstein is your first baseman. He'll bat fourth. Gene Tennis, or Tenache, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is your DH. He will bat fifth. Sal Bando, the third baseman, bats sixth. Cullen, not Bill, will the second baseman bat seventh. Angel Mangual, the right fielder, someone will correct me on that, bats eighth. He had a walk-off pinch hit in Game 4 of that 72 series. And Dave Duncan, pitching coach extraordinaire, as your catcher, and he'll bat ninth. Defensively for the Yankees, it is Roy White. He is an 8-3 in left. Mickey Rivers is an 8-4 in center. Reggie Jackson is a 6-4 in right. Greg Dendles, all-world player in 77, a 10 at third and 37 home runs. He who must not, Bucky Dent is a 6 at short. Willie Randolph is a 7 at second. Chris Chambliss a 9 at first, and Thurman Munson a 10 and a 6 behind the plate. So Campaneris at 240, 8 homers, really, and 32 RBI with 52 stolen bases. So Chambliss and Nettles play in, and we are, ready to go. As he bunts this one to Chambliss, over to Guidry, one away. It would be helpful if I said Oakland to the computer. So here's Joe Rudy, 305 and 72, 19 homers and 75 RBI. Yes, he did the Gator. Buckner at his physical best. Okay. That's a good enough reason. Guidry delivers. Struck him out. A 2-2 on outside on the black, 2 away, a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And Guidry is on target. So here he is, Reggie Jackson. Reggie just turned 75 years old. So he's so good he gets to play for both teams. 265, 25 homers, and 75 RBI. Struck out 125 times in 1972. Guidry deals. Jackson slaps out one to Jackson. Mind blown. So the Oakland's Reggie gets a single, and that brings up Mike Epstein. The only other lefty to face Guidry, but he hit 270 on the year. 26 homers and 70 RBI. So Reggie on first. Either way, Reggie can't lose. Guidry deals, gets away from Munson, and Jackson goes to second. And Epstein, that, by the way, was strike 3. It went all the way to the backstop, and no, it wasn't. 2-2 pitch was in the dirt. I don't know why it told me it was out. So Reggie moves on to second. And we got a full count. Guidry deals. Epstein, fly ball to Jackson. He's got it, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Half an inning in the books. Oakland nothing. Here come the Yankees. Yep. That's one of the reasons. Oh, Campy hit 20 homers in 70. Okay. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to play this game before you left. I didn't want to do it when you weren't there. Makes all the sense in the world. Catfish Hunter, 21 and 7 in 1972 with a 2.04 ERA. See him there in a Kansas City Athletics uniform. That's where he threw the perfect game in 68. He threw 295 in 1/3 innings, allowed 200 hits, 21 homers. He walked 70 and struck out 191. And if the Yankees win this game, there's a decent chance that Hunter will pitch for the Yankees against Baltimore. He will face this lineup. Mickey Rivers will lead off and play center field. Willie Randolph will bat second and play second. Greg Nettles will bat third and play third. Reggie Jackson cleaning up for the Yankees, as he often did, the right fielder. Thurman Munson will bat fifth. He is behind the plate. Lou Piniella, the DH, will bat sixth. Roy White, the left fielder, will bat seventh. To tell you just how strong this Yankee lineup is, Chris Chambliss is batting eighth at first base, and Bucky Dent is the shortstop and will bat ninth. Defensively for the Oakland A's, it's Joe Rudi, an 8-8 in left. Reggie Jackson is a 4-8 in center. Angel Mangual is a 6-5 in right. We could make that happen. We can make a team full of Jacksons. Sal Bando's a 7 at third. He's playing for a bunt you're not going to see. Bert Campaneris is a 6 at short. Joe Cullen a 6 at second. Mike Epstein a 4 at first. And Dave Duncan a 5 and a 4 behind the plate. Yeah, if there weren't three other Jacksons in this game. Will sitting behind the plate is Michael, Tito, and Jesse. Or Janet. They're all in attendance. And Janet wearing her sweater. Remember, she stars as Penny on Good Times. Mickey Rivers at 326, 12 homers, and 69 RBI. Hunter delivers, and Rivers slaps that one up the middle. Cullen to Epstein, and there's one away. Tim Cullen, the ex-senator. Danny Jackson, there you go. There's a baseball connection. Epstein was a big hitter for the Senators, too, especially in '69 when Ted Williams was the manager. Willie Randolph comes over from the Pirates, 274, 4 homers, and 40 RBI. Hunter deals, and Randolph slaps that one to Reggie in center, 2 out. So Reggie's a busy body, and why am I putting Greg Nettles in? 37 homers and 107 RBI, that's why. Who cares if he hit 255? He also had 23 doubles and 4 triples. Catfish has the first 2 out on 2 pitches. He delivers. Nettles slaps that one to right. And Mangual makes a fantastic diving stop to make the catch. So Hunter gets the side on 6 pitches after 1. Oakland nothing, New York nothing. So it'll be Gene Tennis. There's some in the Italian community who want to pronounce Tonacci. Hit 225, 5 homers, and 32 RBI. But playing for Reggie in the World Series, drove in 9. Guidry deals. Foul ball left side, and some snot-nosed kid from the Bronx makes that catch. Not bitter or anything. 1-2 the count. Pitch from Guidry. Struck him out. He got him looking on a 1-2 breaking ball, so that's the second for Louisiana Lightning, and that'll bring up Sal Bando. 236, 15 homers, and 77 RBI. It almost was Catfish versus Catfish. I almost went with it, but Guidry had the best whip and the best ERA plus, and so trying to be fair for both teams, he got the call. Pitch to Bando. Fly ball to center. Rivers has it, 2 away. For Tim Cullen. I don't know who they used as the full-time second baseman. There was a bunch of parts and pieces there. Tim at 261, no homers and 15 RBI. Dick Williams, by the way, managing the Athletics. Billy Martin for the Yankees. And as successful as Martin was as a manager, this is his only World Series win. Cullen slaps that one into left center. He's going to hold. Rivers throws it in, or White throws it in. And Mangual comes up with 2 out at 246, 5 homers, and 32 RBI. Guidry's pitch. Got him, a late called strike 3, and that will retire the side. Dick Williams shakes his head. No runs, a hit, no errors. Inning and a half in the books. Oakland nothing, New York nothing, and up comes Reggie Jackson. Reggie at 286, 32 homers, 110 RBI. The straw that stirs the drink. And so Jackson stands there in center, looking at Jackson at the plate in disgust. And this Reggie grounds one to Campaneris, over to Epstein, and there's an out. So here's Munson, Thurman at 308, 18 homers, 100 RBI. Hunter's only thrown 9 pitches to 4 batters. Pitch to Munson, ball 4. So Thurman says, learn to take a pitch there, Reggie. So he walks on 4 pitches for the DH, Lou Piniella. Then the computer, I forgot who the computer wanted a DH. It was changed. Sweet Lou at 330, 12 homers and 45 RBI. Runner on first. Bottom of the second. Pitch from Hunter. Piniella ground ball to Cullen. Campaneris for 1 over to Epstein. Call it 2. So Hunter gets the best friend. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2. Oakland nothing, New York nothing. So it'll be Dave, Duncan, and then the top of the lineup, Campaneris and Rudy for the A's here in the third. Duncan, longtime pitching coach, of course, for Tony La Russa, hit 19 homers and 403 at-bats. Wow. Hit 218. And slaps out 1 down to Dent. Over to Chambliss for the out. So Dave Gardner, by the way, bought a golf game from 1950 at a flea market near his home and around the Boston area called Par Golf. Can't wait to see him actually play that on stream, so watch for that. Bert Campaneris is 0 for 1. Ron Guidry threw 9 batters, 41 pitches. 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. For Martin, if you can get 7 out of Guidry, you got Sparky Lyle out of the pen. Pitch to Campy. Fly ball to right. Here comes Jackson. Reggie's on his horse and makes the catch. Joe Rudy struck out his first time up. Pitch from Guidry. Ball 4. So Rudy draws a 3-0 walk, and that'll bring Reggie Jackson, who singled. So combined today, he's 1 for 2 for both teams. He has one of the 2 Oakland singles. Guidry's pitch. Jackson sends this one to deep right. Back goes Jackson. Makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2.5 in the books. Jackson kicks the dirt as Jackson goes back into the dugout. Oakland nothing, New York nothing. So it'll be Roy White, Chris Chambliss, and Bucky Dent. White at 268, 14 homers, and 52 RBI. By the way, after the game, we invite you to stay tuned for a special showing of Kramer versus Kramer. Pitch to White, foul back behind the plate. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hunter deals, and there's a base hit into left center. Reggie's got it, throws it to Campaneris. And there's nobody out, and White's a threat to steal. Here's Chris Chambliss, 287, 17 homers, and 90 RBI. Hit and run is on. Chambliss fly ball to Mangalan right. He's going to get it. Right. White retreats back to first for the out. 1 away. Brings up Bucky Dent, 247, 8 home runs, and 49 RBI. Take a look at Dent's numbers there. 477 at-bats. He struck out 28 times in an entire season. Today's Memorial Day, of course. You know how many strikeouts Bryce Harper has? 73. Pitch to Dent, ball 4. So White and Dent on for Rivers, and Mickey's 0 for 1. Through 9 batters, Catfish Hunter, 27 pitches, 1 hit. 2 1/3 innings, he's walked 2 and hasn't struck out anybody. So the Yankees in business here in the third. Hunter deals. Rivers, opposite field, going to drop in front of Rudy. White will hold. Rudy's got a good arm. And you don't need to run yourself out of the inning. Willie Randolph, by the way, is 0 for 1. They're loaded. White on third. Dent on second. Rivers on first. Randolph at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Cullen to Campaneris for one, and Randolph didn't even really... Oh, wait! There was no throw. So Cullen took it to second by himself, and Randolph flew down the line. So the run scores. White scores. The Yankees go up 1-0. There was no throw to first. So Dent moves to third for Nettles, who is 0 for 1. Pitch from Hunter. Fly ball to right. Mangal. Inning over. Yankees get a run on 2 hits and no errors. After 3, it's New York 1, Oakland 0. So Epstein, Tennis, and Bando for the A's here in the fourth. Epstein is 0 for 1. Pitch from Guidry. Struck him out. Check swing, strike 3. The curve has really got a good charge on it tonight and brings up Tennis, who struck out. The game was confusing. Yeah, I figured it. I could see that. Pitch from Guidry. Tennis hits a fly ball to center. Rivers is there. And he makes the catch. 2 away for Sal Bando. Both teams have 2 hits. The Yankees have a run. 1-0. Bando, ground ball to Randolph. Over to Chambliss, and that will retire the side. Oakland goes down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3.5 in the books. Yankees 1, Oakland 0. And look who's up. It's Reggie Jackson. So Jackson's 0 for 1. Hunter deals, and Reggie sends this one into deep left field. Back goes Rudy to the bullpen. He makes the catch. 1 out. Thanks for telling me that. I appreciate that, Mr. Computer. Thurman Munson walked his first time up. Hunter deals, and there's a liner to Mangual right, 2 away. So again, another 70s game, another 70s pitching duel. Sweet Lou is 0 for 1. Yep. So let's see, Piniella. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to center. Back goes Reggie to the track. He makes the catch. That's a big shot out there, too. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played 4 at the stadium. New York 1, Oakland 0. Yep. Guidry had a devastating fastball, especially in 78 and in 85. Tim Cullen singled his first time up. The Gator has whiffed 4 through 4. Here's the pitch to Cullen, and there's a base hit left side. Past Dent. White picks it up, and Oakland's in business to start the 5th. I'm assuming it's pronounced Mangual. He struck out his first time up. The pitch. He drops a bunt. Munson's only play is to first. Randolph covering. Uncle Ron wasn't paying attention. Someone handed him one of Phil Rizzuto's cannolis, and diabetes or no, I'm eating the damn thing. So Cullen goes to second. 1 out for Duncan. Got good power, but really can't hit. Tying run on. Guidry's pitch. Fly ball to left. White in the corner. Makes the catch for the out. Cullen tags to throw to Nettles. Gets away from Nettles, and Cullen will score. So the throw from White was close, but it bounced off of Nettles' glove and into the coaching box. Cullen will be safe, and the game is tied at 1. That's new. I haven't seen that before in the game. So we're tied at 1, 2 out in the top of the 5th. The run supposedly is earned, but wow, that's a toughie. So Guidry threw 18 batters, 4 2/3 innings, 3 hits, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. And holy cow, was right. Bill, I thought he was going to get that one, White. Campy's 0 for 2. Ground ball to Randolph over to Chambliss for the out, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit on the air. Halfway home here in the Bronx. Oakland 1, New York 1. Yeah, that was different. I've never seen that. This game just gets deeper and deeper all the time. By the way, the wind is now blowing from left to right at 20 miles an hour. So here's your in-game box score. Don't mean to treat this like a Reggie Jackson tribute game. Just kind of funny that he's on both teams. So Cullen, by the way, the big hero, he's 2 for 2 with a run scored. For the Yankees, Roy White has the run and Willie Randolph the RBI. Of course, the run is unearned, as you see the pitching there. So, again, a reminder. This game is a presentation of sports simulations and replays. The best Facebook group to post your replay projects in. No matter if it's tabletop or computer or console. Sports simulations and replays on Facebook. Join us there, 963 strong. So Roy White singled his first time up and scored the lone run for the Yankees in the 3rd. Hunter delivers. Ground ball to Epstein. Takes it to the bag himself. 1 out. Yeah, I've never seen that before at 3rd. That was great. Chris Chambliss is 0 for 1. Not real thrilled with Billy Martin batting 8th, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Catfish deals. Fly ball to center. Back goes Reggie. He's got it. Camped under it. Signed a couple hot dogs and made the catch. Brings up he who shall not be named, Bucky Dent, who walked his first time up. Hunter still has only thrown 47 pitches. Pitch to Dent. Liner right to Cullen, and that is the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 5. New York and Oakland squared at 1. So Joe Rudy, Reggie Jackson, and Mike Epstein. Rudy has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Pitch from Guidry's a fly ball to left. White in the corner. He's trying to find room. It's off the wall. Rudy's got 2. He's going to hold right there, and Oakland's got themselves a double. And so what do you do now? Do you pitch to Reggie? It's only the 6th. And set up Epstein? 4 wide ones, and Jackson will get an intentional walk. So Epstein 0 for 2. He has struck out. So that's Guidry's 2nd walk, 1 intentional. Pitch to Mike is a ground ball up the middle. Randolph to Dent for 1. No throw to Chambliss. Jackson with a roll slide into Bucky, and there a couple words that are said. So 1 out, runners in the corners for Gene Tennis, who was 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch from Guidry. Tennis popped up left side. Nettles into foul territory. Makes the catch against the wall. Against the photographer as well. Wouldn't necessarily be there, but it's a playoff game in New York. And he gave chase and made the catch. And pats the poor photographer there from the Newark Star-Ledger on the head. Everyone loves Nikon, but maybe not a lens in the gut. Here's Bando. Sal is 0 for 2. So New York, 1 out away from getting out of this one in the 6th. Rudy on 3rd, Epstein on 1st. Pitch from Guidry. Bando, fly ball, shallow center. Rivers makes the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, and no errors. 5.5 in the books. New York 1, Oakland 1. So the top of the lineup, 18 batters. Hunter at 54 pitches. 5 innings. 2 hits. The run which was earned. Walk 2. He's not struck out anybody. Rivers is 1 for 2. He's got himself a single. There's the pitch to Mickey. Struck him out. 0-2 off-speed pitch. Strike 3 call. And that brings up Randolph. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Pitch to Willie. Ground ball. Cullen by the bag at second. Over to Epstein. 2 out. So here's Nettles, who's 0 for 2. Catfish delivers. Line drive to right, and that ball is gone. Greg Nettles has put the Yankees on top. And in the dugout, it's Dick Williams who's burning. So Nettles, who hit 37 on the season, just slammed that one down the line and right. And the Yankees lead it 2-1. You know, in recent years, of course, the Yankees have played Cotton Eye Joe and other things after a home run. You know what they played in 1977? The old World War I anthem, Over There. Over there, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. 'Cause the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming. There, I sang. Here's Reggie, he's 0 for 2. Hunter delivers, and Reggie sends that one to Reggie in center field. And so while your mind is being blown, 1 run, 1 hit, and no errors. After 6, the Yankees go up on the Nettles homer 2-1. Yep. I watched the clip of Jackson's 3 home runs in Game 6 of the 77 series, and that's what's playing on the organ. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Don't do that again. I thought you realized, Mr. Gardner, that I was hired to be your lounge singer for your body painting sessions. Tim Cullen is having himself a game. He's 2 for 2. He singled twice and scored. Pitch from Guidry is a ground ball to Chambliss. That's a bounder. Chris will take it to the bag himself. A Frank Sinatra cameo at Yankee Stadium. Only if Frank was drinking Jaeger bombs before coming on. Mangual is 0 for 1. He struck out. Bunted to the catcher. Sack bunt the last time up. Pitch from Guidry. Struck him out. So 1-2 fastball, and that's 5 for Guidry. 93 on that. Here's Duncan. He's 0 for 2. Top the 7th. 2-1 New York. Guidry's pitch. Duncan laces that one into left center. That's going to be a base hit, and that'll bring up Bert Campaneris. He hit lefties at a 288 clip. He's 0 for 3, but he does have some power. Tying run is Duncan. 2 out. Guidry's pitch. Campaneris lines one right to Dent. Stretch time in New York. You can go get your cigar and Howard Cosell toupee. 6.5 in the books. New York 2, Oakland 1. As the cat pokes me in the ankle. Thanks, him. So it'll be Munson, Piniella, and White for the Yankees. Thurman's got himself a walk. So Hunter cruising for an 8-inning complete game. Pitch to Thurman, fly ball to left. Rudy, 1 out. For the Oakland, it'll be Rudy, Jackson, and Epstein in the 8th. Lou Piniella is 0 for 2. It's been a combined total of 8 hits in this game. 5 by the A's, 3 by the Bombers. Pitch to Piniella. There's a little liner, foul. And someone from Yonkers made that catch. So the count is a ball and 2 strikes to Lou. Hunter deals right back to Catfish. Over to Epstein for the out. And so 2 out for Roy White. 1 for 2. He's got the one of the 2 Yankee runs. His came in the third. Catfish's pitch. Fly ball to Jackson in deep center. He goes back and he makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Yep. After 7, it's the Yankees 2, Oakland 1. And so Guidry starting to tire. Sparky Lyle warming up in that bullpen in left field. Joe Rudi 1 for 2 with a double. A walk and a strikeout. The Angels. See, I remember Rudi with the Angels. Oakland has stranded 6. That's what I meant to say. The Yankees have only left 2 on. Did you remember that Joe Rudi was a member of the Boston Red Sox twice? Pitch to Joe. There's a ground ball, base hit right side. Reggie will pick it up, and that's the tying run. Tell you that after Mr. Jackson's at-bat. Reggie, 1 for 2, single and a walk. Guidry delivers. Jackson swings and sends this one beat to right field. Reggie will catch Reggie's ball, and that's an out. 1 away. Mike Epstein's 0 for 3. Rudi and Riley Fingers were traded to the Red Sox, or pretty much sold, in 1976 for, I believe, a warm bucket of double bubble. And Commissioner Bowie Kuhn voided the trade. There actually are pictures of Riley Fingers and that red 76 Red Sox hat and jacket. But they never played for the Red Sox. Epstein struck out. He's 0 for 3. Fly ball to right. Back goes Jackson. Makes the catch. Rudi back to first. Of course, Rudi would play for the Red Sox in the early 80s. Gene Tennis is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Guidry, probably his last batter. Chambliss, Dent, and Rivers do it for the Yankees in the 8th. Pitch to Tennis. Struck him out. A 1-2 fastball on the outside half of the plate, and that's looked at like a barn on the side of the road. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 7.5 in the books. It's the Yankees 2. And Oakland 1. Rudi was the A's MVP in 72. Reggie Finley was afraid of losing them in free agency and got nothing for him. Charlie Finley, you look at this team and look what they had in Kansas City before the move. Campaneris, Rudi, Jackson. You see Bando there in a Kansas City uniform. This was a good team. And, of course, Hunter threw the perfect game in Oakland their first year. So Finley was right in doing that. Traded Reggie, I think, after the 75 season to Baltimore. So Chambliss is 0 for 2. And Rick Monday. Yeah, absolute. Rick Monday was the first player ever drafted. Chambliss ground ball to Cullen. Over to Epstein. 1 away. So the talent was there. If they had stayed, if they had built the Truman Sports Complex, now Kauffman Stadium and, of course, Arrowhead, that dynasty would have been in Kansas City. Bucky Dent is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch. Fly ball to center. Reggie's been a busy beaver. 2 out. So Hunter is 1 out away from potentially losing a 2-1 game. He's allowed 3 hits. He's thrown 86 pitches through 7 2/3. He's walked 2 and struck out 1. That 1 strikeout was Mickey Rivers. He's 1 for 3. Hunter's pitch, and Mickey slaps that one into right. He's going to hold it first. And that'll bring up Randolph. Willie is 0 for 3 with an RBI. Rivers leans off of first. Duncan and Hunter exchange some signs. There goes Mickey. Throw down to Cullen, and they got him. Had a 72% chance of stealing the base, but Duncan throws him out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the 9th. Another fast game, Dave. New York 2, Oakland 1. To be fair, Bando, Cullen, and Mangual, by the way. Cullen is 2 for 3. To be fair, the offense in the American League in 1972 was so bad. I mean, literally was almost down to 1968 numbers again. That they felt they had to implement the DH just to get people to go watch games. So, I will tell you this, if Oakland wins this game, there will be no DH in the American League for the final or for the championship series because Oakland and Baltimore didn't play with one. But if the Yankees hold on here, we will have a DH in Baltimore. Sal Bando's 0 for 3. Guidry delivers, and that's a base hit in the right. Jackson cuts it off. Martin says that's enough. Here comes the author of the Bronx Zoo, Sparky Lyle. We got a pitching change in the 9th. This game is coming to you from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Logacta made it just in time for the 9th. Finley was very innovative, as Randy says. He used Alan Lewis as a pinch runner only, and later Hurricane Herb Washington. Also tried to get Major League Baseball at night to do the colored baseball. Kind of like what you see in the A's logo up there. That kind of orangish yellowish thing, thinking that batters could easily pick it up better at night as opposed to traditional white, which you see in baseball and cricket and test matches. Cullen is 2 for 3. Tennis also used the white ball. In fact, Wimbledon used it well into the 80s, while the other majors in the Pro Tours went to the fuzzy yellow ball. So tying run is Bando. Pitch to Cullen. He bunts it. Munson with a fantastic play. His only play is to Randolph for the out. So Cullen with the perfect bunt. And Munson just pounced and threw it down. Lyle, 2.17 the ERA. I'm running my mouth and not giving you the numbers. 13-5 his record. 26 saves. Highly effective. But he wrote a book about all the fun and kumbayaness in the Yankee clubhouse in 1977 and ran his mouth out of town. 137 innings, 26 saves. This is a save situation, obviously. 131 hits, only 7 home runs, 33 walks, and 68 strikeouts. Logacta, great to have you along. Logacta Live is our newest Patreon member. Interested in contributing to that? Patreon.com/Retro Sports Network, and you can request any game that you want for $10. And Gual's 0 for 2. Ground ball to Chambliss, and Chambliss misplays it. He gets the ball, and Alan Lewis, right on cue, is going to pinch run at first. So the tying run is on third, and Lewis, the potential go-ahead run is on first, but there's one out for Duncan. And so the Yankees will play for 2. 2-1, 7 hits. That's the second error for the Yankees. Lyle delivers, and Duncan hits a base hit in the left center field. Bando scores. We're tied at 2. So Sparky Lyle has blown the save. And what you hear is that bullpen phone ringing down to Bob Lemon in Chicago saying, "Is Goose Gossage ready?" 78, boys. 78. So Campy's 0 for 4. The go-ahead run is Lewis on second. And Duncan, the runner on first. Actually, wasn't Gossage with the Pirates in 77 or the White Sox? So Lyle, seen pictured with the Red Sox, delivers. Campanera, slow bounder to Dent. Only play is to first. Campy is retired. And do you walk Rudy to face Reggie Jackson? That's the decision that Rudy hit lefties at a 307 clip. He's 2 for 3. He has singled, doubled, walked, and struck out. And they're going to face Reggie. They're going to hope that Jackson, who was 1 for 3, will whiff at one here. Sparky doesn't throw a lot of strikeouts. But oh, he could use one right now. Lewis on third, Duncan on second, Rudy on first. Pitch to Jackson, ground ball up to Dent, throws over to Chambliss, and it worked. The side is retired. Not before Oakland ties it. A run on 2 hits and an error. 8.5 in the books. Oakland 2, New York 2. So I hate intentional walks, but I don't think you had much of a choice there with first base open. So 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Oakland. And Lewis, by the way, stays in the game and right. Oh, that's going to be an adventure. He's a 2 and a 1. Oakland is left 10 on. Oakland had chance after chance after chance. The Yankees, 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors, and they've only left 2 on. Randolph is 0 for 3. He's got himself an RBI. Yeah, Herb Washington, that was the pinch runner. 74. Pitch to Randolph. Base hit right side. Lewis grabs it on a hop. And he's not going anywhere. Here comes Nettles. It was his home run in the 6th that gave the Yankees a 2-1 lead. So Hunter's only at 92 pitches, and his fate is at the hands of the computer. Pitch to Nettles. Line drive to Cullen. 1 out. And so here is Jackson. He is 0 for 3. Hunter at 96 pitches. 1 out, 2-2, bottom of the ninth. If we see the 10th, Epstein, Tennis, and Bando. Pitch to Reggie. Liner right to Epstein. And Randolph was glued to the bag and is not doubled off. And now it's Thurman Munson's turn. Thurman is 0 for 2 with a walk. He does have some power. Had a big home run in one of the games at Yankee Stadium in the 77 series. Also has a walk. Hunter delivers. Fly ball to center. Reggie's going to snag it, and we got ourselves some more free baseball. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We played 9. Oakland 2, New York 2. And so Sparky Lyle, who did not pitch well in the 9th, will face Epstein, who is 0 for 4 with a strikeout, Tennis, who's 0 for 4, and Bando, who's 1 for 4. So free baseball in the Bronx tonight. Winds at 19 left to right, and still a pleasant 63 degrees. Hey, Stuart Neal, how are you? Glad to have you along. Thanks for watching, buddy. Pitch to Epstein. Ground ball to Dent. Over to Chambliss. 1 out. So this is the final of the 4 semifinal games. And this is the first one we've had that's gone extra. Wouldn't you know it, the hot dog doesn't want to leave the stage. Tennis is 0 for 4. He has fanned twice. Pitch from Lyle, and there's a fly ball to left. White, 2 out. Sal Bando, 1 for 4. He's got himself a single and a run scored. Lyle delivers. Sal, fly ball to left. White in the corner. And someone from New Rochelle snags that one. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes and 2 outs. Lyle, a lot better here in the 10th. Pinello, White, and Chambliss for the Yankees in the bottom of the 10th. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. The go-ahead run is on for Sal. And here's Cullen. 2 for 3. He has singled twice and scored. Lyle's pitch, Cullen. Chopper down to Nettles, over to Chambliss, and Nettles isn't going to make another error. So that's it. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Oakland has left 11 on through 9.5. It's still 2-2. And so it'll be Piniella, White, and Chambliss. And Lou is 0 for 3. Hunter deals. Pop up left side. Rudy makes the catch. One away. If we see an 11th. Pinch runner extraordinaire, Alan Lewis, Dave Duncan, and Bert Campaneris. Roy White, 1 for 3. Single and a run scored. Hunter deals. Liner to center. Reggie comes in, makes the catch for the second out. You get the sense, boys and girls, we could be here for a while? Chris Chambliss is 0 for 3. We've had the first 3 games have been so quick. They've been pitchers' duels. And now we get a game that's going to take a while. I love it. Pitch to Chambliss, who's 0 for 3. Got him! A 1-2 fastball in at the belt at the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 10 here at the stadium. It's New York 2, Oakland 2. So, Alan Lewis, I don't know if he'll bat, went 2 for 10 on the year with a double and 2 RBI. Spucky will pitch to him, and then we'll see. No, Ollie Brown will pinch it, the former Giant, at 241. 1 homer and 4 RBI. And we're going to go to the pen. It's going to be Dick Tidrow on the hill for the Yankees. We got ourselves a pitching change. This game's coming to you from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Okay. Tidrow, 11-4 in 77 with 5 saves, a 3.16 ERA. 151 hits, 143 allowed, or 151 innings. English is my first language, as you know. 143 hits, 20 homers, 41 RBI, 40, geez, I'm Ron. It's a walking blooper, 41 walks and 83 strikeouts. If I was recording this, I'd say a couple F things and restart. Ollie Brown, 241, a homer and 4 RBI off the bench for Dick Williams. His righties at a 212 clip. Downtown Ollie Brown, the ex-Padre, as Randy says in the chat. Tidrow's ready, struck him out. An 0-2 pitch on the inside corner, and Brown didn't want that, and he goes and takes a seat. Dave Duncan is 2 for 4. He has singled twice and driven in a run. Tidrow's pitch, Duncan, left field, White, back there, 2 out. So, Bucky Dent, and I say that sincerely, Mickey Rivers and Willie Randolph are the Yankees in the bottom of the 11th, and Nettles, if anyone should reach. Bert Campaneris is 0 for 5 and does not hit righties very well. And Mike Hagan is going to come in to pinch hit. So Hagan at 329, he hits righties at a 309 clip, a homer and 5 RBI, and as you can see from the picture, played for the Yankees before the renovation. You can see a bit of old Yankee Stadium there in the background. 2 out, top 11th, 2-2. Here's the pitch. There's a base hit in the right field. Reggie picks it up. And so the go-ahead run is on for Joe Rudy, 2 for 3. He has doubled. He was intentionally walked at least once. And struck out. Tidrow deals. Rudy, fly ball to center. Rivers has it. And that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 11th inning. New York 2, Oakland 2. Yep, his dad Jim was a former catcher. And as Al says, downtown became sit down with that K. There you go. That's right, lots of filming connections. So here's Dent. Bucky 0 for 2 with a walk. If we go to the 12th, it is Jackson, Epstein, and Tennis. And Catfish is still on the mound. Wish Clinton was awake for this. No girly man baseball in this game. Pitch to Dent. Struck him out. An 0-2 fastball swung on and missed. And that will bring up Mickey Rivers. So, the exceedingly rare 36 batter check. Catfish has thrown 114 pitches through 10 in the third. 5 hits. The home run to Nettles. 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2 and struck out 3. Rivers is 2 for 4. He singled twice and struck out. Pitch, ground ball right back to Hunter, over to Epstein, 2 out. And that'll do it. So Hunter gets a good hand as he leaves the mound. Although he's wearing Oakland colors, he was a big part of 2 Yankee pennant winners. And Darryl Knowles, no relation to Beyonce, comes in. We got ourselves a pitching change. This game is coming to you from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And so Knowles went 5-1 in 72 with 11 saves and an ERA of 1.37. 65 2/3 innings, 49 hits, a homer, 37 walks, 36 strikeouts, and I believe, I don't remember since I wasn't a year old in 1972, whether it was a 72 or 73 series, because they both went the distance, that Knowles became the first pitcher ever to appear in all 7 games of a World Series. Randolph is 1 for 4. Singled and drove in a run. Knowles delivers. Right back to Darryl. Over to Epstein, 1 out. Randy sees Knowles every year at Rayfest. Is he involved with Tampa? Is he a scout for them? Or retired? Or what's the connection there? Here's Reggie. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 11, I got confused. Oakland 2, New York 2. So, we start the 12th. Reggie, Epstein, and Tennis to face Tidrow through 20 pitches in his first inning. And so Reggie will bat in the top of the inning, and Reggie will bat in the bottom of the inning. Maybe. We'll see. This Reggie sends this one into right center field. Back goes Rivers to the track, and he makes a diving catch against the wall. He ran into that 386 sign out in right center and slammed his shoulder in. But he's got the ball in the glove, and he's showing the umpires, and look, Mom, one-handed. My goodness. Let's watch it again. Jackson thought he had extra base hits. That wasn't going to go, but that was a web gem all the way. So it brings up Epstein, who's 0 for 5. Tidrow just kind of bows his head and tips his cap to Rivers. And so does Jackson and Wright. Pitch to Epstein, fly ball to right. Back goes Reggie, 2 out. Just lives in the area. Okay. After 1 at the Garden, St. Louis 1, Boston nothing. No curfew, of course. Bruins had a power play and could not take advantage. Tennis is 0 for 5. He has struck out twice. 2 long, loud outs for Oakland here in the 12th. Pitch to Tidrow. Tennis up the middle. Rivers has got it. And we played 11.5. No runs, no hits, no errors. Oakland 2, New York 2. And the beer is still flowing freely. In 77, I believe one of the ads up on that new scoreboard with the fake facade was Schaefer. The beer to have if you're having more than one. So it'll be Nettles who has a homer, Jackson and Munson. Knowles threw 5 pitches to get that 1 out. Here's pitch. Ground ball, foul, first base side. So another photographer gets that one. 2-2 the count. Pitch. Got him. Strike 3 called. Knowles gets the strikeout on a 2-2 off-speed pitch. 1 out for Reggie, who is 0 for 4 and can walk this off. The wind is now blowing it, howling in at 24 from left center. So it's a bit nippy. And Howard Cosell in the next booth, little extra hair glue. Yep, and later on after this Yankee home run, this Bud's for you. And, of course, Mr. Utah Mike would remember during the, on the radio in the 80s, after a home run, it was WABC. Pitch to Jackson. Struck him out. He swung and missed. He was trying to send one to New Jersey, and all he got was a tip of the ball. So that's 2 strikeouts for Knowles, and that'll bring up Thurman Munson. And Munson mutters under his breath, "I'll show you, you hot dog, how to do this." He's 0 for 3 with a walk. The pitch. Ground ball, base hit right side. Ollie Brown is in right. He's a 2 and a 1. So we'll reverse Lawrence Welk. And that brings up Piniella, who's 0 for 4. Bando, Cullen, and Brown if the game continues. 2 out, bottom of the 12th. 2-2 the score. Pitch. Piniella, ground ball to Cullen. Over to Martinez, who's playing short. I missed that one. He's in for Campaneris. And that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors. Another sip of beverage for myself. Oakland 2, New York 2. Well, it seems kind of fitting after a good first round. You had the upset with the Mets beating the Reds. That we get the best game, save it for last. And, you know, because the Mets are, of course, still alive, if the Yankees win this, that does leave the possibility of a Subway final. Who would have thought that? And, of course, if that was the case, Yogi Berra's in both dugouts. Sal Bando was 1 for 4. He has singled, scored, and walked. Tidrow's pitch. Sal, fly ball to left. White goes back, makes the catch. Here's Tim Cullen. He is 2 for 4. Has singled twice and scored. Top of the 13th inning, 1 out. Tidrow deals. Struck him out. A 1-2 curve for strike 3, and that's the second for Mr. Tidrow. And that brings up Ollie Brown. So Tidrow threw his first 9 batters, 2 2/3 innings, a hit and 2 strikeouts, including 1 to Ollie. Pitch. Got him again. Right down Broadway in a literal sense. Strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. The free baseball continues after 12 and a half. It's the Athletics 2, the Yankees 2. White, Chambliss, and Dent. Charlie Finley won't allow a Subway series. Lucky 13th. Time to put the little Ron, little Jersey, little Mike, little Al to go to bed. So we know who's written for the Yankees. Be fitting if it was Roy White who went in the game. I'll be presumptuous to tell you that Dave Duncan, Martinez, and Rudy would bat for the A's if we go to the 14th. Knowles delivers. White, fly ball to Brown. Makes the catch, 1 away. Martinez, by the way, is a 3 at short. Chris Chambliss is 0 for 4. We've had 15 combined hits. We're in the bottom of the 13th inning. Pitch to Chambliss. Struck him out. A 1-2 pitch on the inside corner. And that's 3 for Knowles. Put a ring on it, Darrell. Here's Bucky Dent. He's 0 for 3. Now, I'm protesting if Bucky ends this game right here. Yep. Oh, even Dave Little gets in on the punny action. White flies out to Brown in a colorful play. Pitch from Knowles, ball 4. Okay, Dent can score now. I just didn't want it to be on a home run. And so that's it for Knowles. Beyonce's pretty happy. Raleigh Fingers. Fireman extraordinaire coming in. 2 out in the bottom of the 13th again. This game is coming to you from Yankee Stadium in New York. Raleigh is 11-9 on the year, or in 72, with 21 saves. He has a 2.51 ERA in 111.1 innings. That's pretty binary. He's allowed 85 hits, 8 homers, 32 walks, and 113 strikeouts. 12 left on by the A's sticks out like a sore thumb. They had 9 left on in regulation. And remember, Randy, the computer's managing Oakland. So matching wits with Dick Williams. Rivers is 2 for 5, and he strikes out. Fingers made me choke. That's how good that pitch was. Strike 3 called. He stood there and watched the billboard on Broadway. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 13. It was lucky for Oakland. It's still 2-2. It's poetic justice that Fingers would have a hand in the decision. It'll be Duncan, Martinez, and Rudy. And for the Yankees, it'll be Randolph, Nettles, and Reggie. Tidrow giving me the fatigue warning already. He's thrown 3 innings. Duncan 2 for 5 with an RBI. Popped up left side. Skies this one to Nettles, 1 away. So it's Marty Martinez, and we'll see if they pinch hit. 125 with an RBI on the year. And he'll bat. Ground ball to Randolph, over to Chambliss, 2 away. So Joe Rudy is 2 for 4. He has singled, doubled, walked twice, once intentionally, and struck out. Oh, yep. If he pitched in middle relief instead of closed, he would be Middle Fingers. That's it. I'm interviewing your wife. We got to get her on. Pitch to Rudy. Struck him out. An 0-2 pitch out of the zone, and Tidrow gets him high and away. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 14th. New York 2, Oakland 2. So Raleigh, good for 50 pitches. Oh, my is right. We haven't had a run, I don't think, in a half hour. Oh, if you did that, yeah, please do. Hey, you choose what you put in the chat, okay? All right, Randolph is 1 for 5. If you're wondering about power, he has 11 triples and 4 homers. So he can make life very interesting here for Raleigh. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit right side. So Ollie Brown, and he bobbles it out there. Randolph will go to second. And so the winning run is Willie Randolph on second base, following the error by Ollie Brown. And so now what does the computer do? Do you walk Nettles to face Jackson? There's nobody out. And so they have a confab on the mound. I can't see them pitching the Nettles here, even with Jackson on deck. And there you go. You can see what my sister just played in Words with Friends for 14 points. So let's see what Oakland does. They're going to pitch to Nettles, and the game is over. Randolph will round third, and he's going to score. A line drive to center starts spreading the news. The Yankees win this in the 14th, 3-2. Dave Little with the slam of the night. The not comedian is painfully obvious. All right. So, an unearned run. It was Ollie Brown botching it around that allowed Randolph to go to second. And then it was Greg Nettles, his 2 RBI, his home run in the 6th made it 2-1, and his RBI single in the 14th won the ball game. 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Yankees. And as we said, all those left on base for Oakland, 2 runs, 9 hits, and an error. So Catfish Hunter goes 10 2/3 innings, allows 5 hits. The 2 runs, the homer to Nettles, who walked 2 and struck out. He could have thrown 30 more pitches. Daryl Knowles, 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and Raleigh Fingers. You can't get much more hard luck than that. Guidry, 8 innings, 7 hits. The Yankees did not give up an earned run. Wow. And Tidrow had minus stuff. He goes 4 innings, allows 1 hit, and strikes out 4. So Greg Nettles 2 for 6 with 2 RBI. If you're wondering about curfew, 3 hours and 53 minutes. They'd have gotten that one in. You wouldn't even missed any of Johnny Carson. So Hunter came out injured, which is why he was pulled. He was not pulled because of fatigue. He hurt himself. So I'm giving Nettles the game-winning RBI because he put the homer that gave the Yankees the lead and won the ball game. And so, wow. No, I don't. No, I don't do that. That's just gross. Don't even do that. That gets you banned. All right, so there you go. So we now have our final 4 set. No game this Sunday because someone's celebrating their 30th wedding anniversary. And Dave Little, did you know that Dave Gardner's wife is also named Sharon? The more you know. So baseball tomorrow on this channel. We go back to 1982, Tuesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and since someone's not playing basketball Friday night at 9. So those are the 3 games this week. Montreal and Atlanta tomorrow from Fulton County Stadium. That's the next scheduled stream. Again, thoughts to those families who paid the ultimate sacrifice by having a loved one sacrifice themselves for our own country on this Memorial Day. I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much. This was a gem. Glad to be here for you. So when Dave comes back, it's going to be the Mets and the Pirates from Three River Stadium, and then it'll be New York and Baltimore from Baltimore. Those are your league championship finals. Talk to you tomorrow at lunch. Until then, have a good night.